everybody. Welcome to episode 21 of Rock and Pop Vinyls. And as you can tell, I had a complete epic out in the wild this weekend. It was 2019's Phoenix Fan Fusion, and it takes me a minute to remember that because it's gone through a couple names. Last year it was Phoenix Fan Fest. The year before that, and umpteen years prior to that, it was the Phoenix Comic Con. I'm still not really sure what the dilemma is and why they keep on changing the name. Regardless of the name change, the outcome is still awesome. It is really fun. I had a blast. It sent me into geek overload, literally. But like I said, it was the most epic out in the wild we have done to date on Rock and Pop Vinyls, and I'm glad I was able to share that with you. And anyway, we'll get back to that in a moment. We're going to go a little different here. We're right at the top of the show, and we are now on the C's. Last week we played Elephant Riders by Clutch, and this week we are on my favorite record by Clutch. Now, keep in mind, I said that now. This fluctuates. When we get a couple albums down the road, I will say, when we get to that title, I'll tell you that is my favorite album as well. But I fluctuate. It goes back and forth, back and forth. This record, to me, is just amazing. It's got a big-time groove aspect to it. Every single song, it's just groove-oriented. Anytime I pop this on, I just want to move. I just want to get stuff done. It's just a fantastic rock record. And like I said, it's got, the word here is groove. This is a groove record. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and get right into Blast Tyrant by Clutch. And that way I can go ahead and show you my little gems and treasures I got from the Phoenix Fan Fusion. But let's start with Blast Tyrant. All right. So, anyway, it was a fantastic time for me. I couldn't have been any happier the way it went. I was actually got there really early, about 8:30 in the morning. I didn't leave until almost 7 o'clock. And I could have stayed longer, to be honest with you, but there was two things I'm going to give out, either myself or my wallet. And I decided to give both items a break. But let's go ahead and get into it. You know, the original plan was not to spend a whole lot, and in theory, I really didn't. I kept it to under $100. I think I spent $75 total. And at that point, I was only, for the better part of that morning, I only spent $25, and that was on this t-shirt right here, which I will share a little later. This thing is awesome. I'll show it in full view and how to get this t-shirt and the artist that made it. But it was just right in my kitchen of everything that I love about horror and pop culture. But anyway, I was only $25 down at that point. I saw many pops, many things I wanted to collect, but to be honest with you, I was like, you know, I'm gonna just pass until finally I was walking about on the third floor of merchandise and everything. Chalice Collectibles was there. I had no clue, and they had themselves a sizable booth, and it was strictly pops. It was strictly Funko. They had Funko t-shirts, they had hats, they had pins, and of course they had pops, and a plethora of them. And not only did they have a plethora of pops, they were having an amazing sale. They were selling them 3 for $25, rivaling that of Hot Topic. But better, because their collection that they had was current all the way to a few years ago. And that was awesome. So I was able to pick up a lot of pops I wasn't able to get when they came out the first time, and still fell under the 3 for $25 price. So let's go ahead and dip into that. So here we are. Got a groovy bag. Last week I got my first ever Chalice Collectibles mystery box, and that was awesome too, and that was a great box. But we got an awesome bag here because they actually had a shop setup. So I ended up going ahead and getting their 3 for $25. I also got this Alfred Hitchcock I've been wanting him for a while. I've missed the boat a couple times, and for that price point at 3 for $25, I was like, yes, let's go ahead and get him. This is now my second director next to J.J. Abrams that I got a couple weeks ago. So we got Alfred Hitchcock right here. I also, go figure, at a big old pop culture convention, you know, you'd figure I'd buy superheroes, Star Wars, science fiction, anything, TV, whatever. No, instead I buy sports legends collectible, Muhammad Ali. I'm a big boxing fan. I always have been since I was a kid. I know the sport's really scarred now and controversial in its own right, but I still love boxing. I just do. And you can't love boxing without the greatest legend himself, Muhammad Ali. I had to get this. I've been looking at it for a while at several places, but again, like I said, 3 for $25 price point. Couldn't pass it up. So I got Muhammad Ali. And then, stayed on the sports legends, Babe Ruth. Fantastic condition. This booth was dizzying to me because I could have stayed there literally all day. They had so many pops. It was awesome. And they had great pops. They had really good pops. So here it was, 3 for $25, and then I went ahead and went to a few panels. Those panels were awesome as well. I went and saw Paul Rubens, aka Pee Wee Herman. That panel was so much fun. Then I went to see the legendary Billy D. Williams, who's going to be in the forthcoming Star Wars movie. That was just a blast. What a character! At 83 years old, he just still has it, you know, still suave as can be. And then went and saw Robin Lord Taylor. He's a newer actor. He's currently well known for the role of Penguin in the now defunct Gotham, but his panel out of the three honestly was my favorite. I had the most fun. There was just a really fiery interaction he had with everybody in the crowd, and it was a great panel, and man, I had so much fun this weekend. So after that, I left the panel and I told myself, all right, it's time to go, and of course that didn't happen. My collector tractor beam pulled me back to Chalice Collectibles. I was like, well, let's maybe see one more time if there's stuff that I didn't get, or maybe stuff I want. Of course, I jumped on that, and I hit them again. This time they had been really ravaged, so they didn't even have any more cool Chalice collectible bags. I was kind of bummed by that, but at least I got one. But I went and got a few more for that for each one, 25. I ended up getting Uncle Fester, because I'm trying to get all the pops in this Addams Family collection. I already have two of them back here. I have Wednesday Adam and Cousin It from last week, so now I have Uncle Fester. So we'll put him back here with the rest of his clan. There's two more, so it's only a set of 6, which is great. I also ended up getting the very first Beetlejuice. I missed him several times when he first came out, and I have all the other Beetlejuices. I really wanted this one. I had this one actually in several carts online on eBay and Amazon, but they were still charging about $12 for them by jumping on the 3 for $25. Can't miss it. So I got Beetlejuice here. I'm now completely done with Beetlejuice until they come out with more. So I was really happy about that pickup. And the one thing I loved about this, such a convention, there was thousands and thousands and thousands of people here, and Chalice Collectibles set up all their pops. I mean, I think I saw 2 that may have had dings or minor imperfections. And these were on shelves. You could just walk in and pull them off. And they were in fantastic shape. And then my last one from Chalice Collectibles, I ended up getting this Specialty Series Xenomorph, 40 Years Alien. I had the regular black 40th anniversary Xenomorph Alien, but I saw, who did I see open this recently? I believe it was, it'll come to me. Anyway, it was Greg on his YouTube channel. He got this, but he likes to take a lot of his pops out, something I'm still not comfortable with doing, just that collector in me. But he took him out and showed the detail of this pop, and I was surprised at how detailed this is. He's completely blue. He's got the transparent dome. You can see the eyeballs, like the skull of the alien. And yeah, I had to have him after seeing the him taken out of the box on Greg's show. But and I'll go ahead and Splink Greg show to this episode since I'm having a brain fart. I'm still not sure if it was his, but I'm pretty sure it was his. But after seeing, like I said, after seeing him take him out, showing all the detail and everything with this one, I had to have it. 3 for $25, can't beat it. So anyway, that was 6 pops. That put me in at about $75 for the convention. Of course, not to mention entry fee. The entry fee was about $55. Parking was $10. I mean, so I was really minding my P's and Q's on how much I spent. But anyway, that was the Out in the Wild. It is truly epic. I do have a mail call, and we're going to go ahead and do that next. Alright guys, welcome back to Mail Call. I got that entire mess cleaned up. It wasn't that bad, only 6 pops. Pretty good for me. It's going to grow a little bit here, but not by much. But anyway, this is the Mail Call. Let's start out with the first one, Funko. So a couple weeks ago, Funko had dropped at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time their Toy Story 4 Bullseye, who's flocked, and of course I jumped on that right away. Let me tell you, that was a pain in the rear. I didn't think I was going to get him, but man, when it put me in queue, I was like, first it put me in queue, and then it bounced me out, and then I was trying to pay through Amazon Pay. I don't know if anybody else had a problem with this. Comment down below if you experienced too with Funko and Apple Pay, but Apple Pay completely shut down, so I kind of freaked. Got back in, it said I was in queue again, then it said Apple Pay failed again. Now I was like just positive I was not going to be able to get this pop, because the way this thing works, when people really want a pop, when Funko drops one, it's gone like that. It may last 3 minutes, it may last 10 minutes. I think this one surprisingly made it a whopping 7 minutes, which allowed me to run across the room, grab my wallet, get a credit card that I was going to use through Amazon Pay, and type it in, manually. I still got in. I was able to get it. So here we are, Funko, nice bubble wrap, box in a box. This is a nice separator. Yeah, I'm having a super good feeling about this box. This box is in great shape. Let's knock on wood. And we'll open this up. I'm really gun shy now with a lot of these that I assume are going to be in great shape. And actually the box is in fantastic shape. It looks like it's got a little minor ding right there, which I'm completely fine with. This is a really, this is an awesome flocked. This is an awesome flocked pop. Take a look at this. Make sure we don't get that glare in there. But that's fantastic. That is awesome. That is a good looking flock pop, and I love these flock pops, but this one is fantastic. Yeah, that is probably hands down one of the best flock pops I've ever seen. Wow, thank goodness I got through on that. But like I said, I think it was a whopping 7 minutes this thing lasted before it was sold out. But I managed to get through, and I'm happy about that. All right, so this will be the last mail call right here, and you're probably thinking, what a huge box. Well, nothing to worry about. This is, matter of fact, this is a, not a rebuttal necessarily, but I think I told you last week that I ended up ordering the Jaws with the tank in his mouth, and it came in completely damaged. And of course, I stood up and I stood my ground, got a hold of Hot Topic, and told them that I'm going to get a replacement. And of course, they agreed. We just had to go through a little mumbo jumbo to make it work out. That mumbo jumbo being that I had to actually repurchase this pop, send back the damaged one. Once they received the damaged one, they did receive it, and they credited back my Hot Topic credit card. So everything worked out in the wash on both sides of it. Now this is going to be the outcome, and hopefully the outcome is what I wanted, so I don't have to do this all over again. But we have a big box, big old mound of paper here, and of course it's a big separator, and this separator doesn't look like it has any damage to it. And we got some coupons and packing slip and all that fun stuff. So all right, let's get the reveal here. Let's see if this is my second Jaws with the tank in his mouth. Let's see if it survived. So far so good. And we're done. Okay, well, a lot better than the one I received, but it does have a blemish, unfortunately, and then I'm just going to go ahead and live with it. But it's right here in the corner. You can see right there, that's a tear. Box integrity, though, is really good. The display window is good, the back is good, the top is good, bottom and sides are good. And yeah, that's just going to be one of those things I'm just going to go ahead and live with. And you know I come across pretty obsessed with box quality, but the way I see it, I'm a collector. It is my money. When I do spend money on something, I want it to, because I'm going to keep it in great shape for years to come. That's what I do. But hey, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and go with it. He's sold out anyway, so I can't really get him from them anyway. They had a ton of him at the convention this week. He was the same price, though, as anywhere else, so I wouldn't have saved any more money or anything like that. But yeah, so okay, so we got Jaws with the tank. Honestly, I am happy with that. I can live with it. It'll be a welcome addition to my collection. Super, super, super happy with this flocked bullseye. This is just an awesome. Wait till Taylor sees that. She's gonna be like, oh. Anyway, so that is the mail call this week, and I'm going to go ahead and find a happy home for these guys, and I'll be back with a couple mystery minis that I picked up this week. Hey guys, and welcome back to Wait Just a Darn Mini. Yes, mini. I'm still focused on these mystery minis. I really dig the heck out of them. I only got 2 this week, so it'll be pretty relatively quick. We'll go through it. But with a side note, back to the Out in the Wild this week, I actually forgot 2 pops to share with you, mainly because they got lost in the entire hoopla of the Phoenix Fan Fusion. So I'm going to share those with you really quick. I meant to share them earlier, but I completely forgot. And anyway, enough said with that. So I was out and about. I was at Barnes & Noble. I actually called them in advance, and it was really cool because I just took a crapshoot. I was like, I'll call and I'll ask. I was looking for the Barnes & Noble exclusive glow-in-the-dark Hydro Man. I actually called them, and they said, yeah, they have them in stock, but it's the day before they were launching. And I was like, oh, cool. Then I'll just take my chance, come in tomorrow, and pick them up. Well, the clerk says, well, you know what? If you want, we can just hold one on hold for you. We'll hold it for 3 days. I was like, what? You'll put a pop aside for me in advance? And you'll hold it for 3 days? Hello, sign me up. Yes, absolutely. I was like, heck yeah, let's do this. So guy took my name down and everything like that. And lo and behold, I came in the next day. Walked right up to the counter. It was actually sitting. I saw it on the shelf with a tag, rubber band around it with my name. And guess what? Got the Barnes & Noble exclusive glow-in-the-dark Hydro Man. And he glows awesome. I'm going to share that on my Instagram. I'm going to do a side-by-side with him. Okay, with that said, why I said I'm going to do a side-by-side with him is, and if you want to see the awesome of the glow, go to my Rock and Pop Vinyls Instagram. But I ended up lucking out, and I also got right here in this cool separator from GameStop. I have the GameStop exclusive glow-in-the-dark Molten Man. He's really cool. When I'm starting to get to the point when they come out with a glow-in-the-dark exclusive. I completely forego buying the regular version just because to me there's no point to it. This is the one with all the bells and whistles. That's the one I'm going to want. Now with that said, that's not true what happened with Hydro Man. I do own him. I bought him a couple videos ago because I wasn't patient enough, and I should have been. And I actually bought him from GameStop, but I have him. But in general, my rule of thumb now is if there is an alternative exclusive, that's the one with all the bells and whistles, I'm going to buy that one in lieu of the standard edition. That'll help cut down too on my ever-growing collection by just having the more, I hate to say it, the more awesome pop. It is true. It is what it is. It is an awesome more pop. So anyway, I have both these. I'm going to do a side-by-side and showing their glow and contrast to each other. And like I said, I'm going to show that on my Instagram. So if you want to see that, see how cool they are, just go ahead and follow me on Instagram, Rock and Pop Vinyls. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the mystery minis. I only, like I said, I only picked up 2. And let's see, it's a continuation of the Walmart exclusive Avengers. I'm still kind of obsessed with getting this exclusive Hawkeye, which is a 1 in 72 probability. Pretty much, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So anyway, let's go ahead and get these open. Things are a pain in the butt sometimes. But yeah, so mystery minis. I'm going to unwrap both these right now just so we can get that out of the way. Alright, that way I'm not fighting with the wrappers later on. Alright, so Walmart exclusive, Avengers Endgame. I do like filling them through the little black bag just to see if I can get a good guess of what they are. That's a big old head. And I can't really tell. Could be another. No, it's not another Iron Man. I can tell you that for a fact because Iron Man has the flame base. So, okay, so I'm excited. It's going to be someone different. Aha! I'm excited about this one because I've been waiting for him. We've got Captain America. I think he was a 1 in 6. Yeah, 1 in 6 probability, but that's awesome. He's got some cool detail to him, but yeah, finally, yay. Got Captain America. Alright, we'll just leave him right there on top of Hydro Man. We can keep him company. Alright, let's go number 2 here. And because I ended up pulling 2 Thanoses, Taylor 1-1 from last week's mystery box. Guess that pops. You got that one correct. Okay, I don't think this one's Iron Man either. But I'm kind of scared because this might be a double pull. Ooh, we'll see. Oh, it is! Dang it. Okay, so there it is. 2 Captain Americas back to back. 1 in 6 probability. So, I mean, I can't really complain. Mainly because chances of that happening are really, really good. Alright, so that's Wait Just a Mini this week, and we've got twins. We've got Captain America. So if anyone's interested in the Captain America, of course, you know, when I have doubles, I always keep one. The other one's for sale, trade, fill in the blank. I'll let it go for $3. So anyway, like I said, thanks for watching Wait Just a Mini, and I'll get this cleaned up and I'll be right back. Alright, and I am back with one last thing, and of course, Taylor wanted to stop by and say hi to everybody because she misses you. So anyway, I was talking about this shirt earlier, and this is a shirt that I bought at the convention this weekend. And I'll get up a little bit so you can see it, but a little macabre, but I love it. It says Blood and Gore, Appetite for More. And of course, we have the big 4. We have Pinhead, we have Leatherface, Jason, Michael. And actually, it looks like it's the big 5, and Freddy at the bottom. Pinhead's optional, but the big 4 slashers are in there. I fell in love with this shirt. This shirt is made by an artist by the name of, actually it's called Big Chris Art. And that's Big Chris right there, actually wearing the same shirt I bought. so obviously he likes it himself, so that's always good. He could be found on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and also YouTube. He has a channel himself. Big Chris is awesome. I love all the artwork I've seen there. I've never seen his artwork until that convention. I saw this shirt and it just, boom, I had to have it. But speaking of shirts, I was talking last week to let you know that I do have a Patreon account, so if you're interested in donating, it's going to help me further my content, just do more pops, anything and everything, better equipment, fill in the blank, and that will be down below in the description. But I'm also trying to raise money for this channel, and by doing that I'm going to be offering Rock and Pop vinyl t-shirts. This currently comes in white, black, blue, yellow, and they are $25 each, and proceeds of this go to adding content to the show. So if you're interested, you can go ahead and message me down below or personal message me and let me know if you're interested in a Rock and Pop Vinyls t-shirt. So anyway, that is episode 21 of Rock and Pop Vinyls this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back next week with nowhere near as epic as this week, but we'll be back next week for episode 22. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, what's up? Matty Mullins here, and you are watching Rock and Pop Vinyls with Johnny Ringo.